Hey, welcome back to Corbellic Studios. I'm Corbellic. Today we're going to be doing a beautiful cowboy riding out into the sunset with his horse. And it's going to be like a pink horizon, sunset, sunrise, something like that. I never know what I'm doing. Only thing I know is that I'm just showing up. The whole purpose of these videos is to show that if I can do it, you can do it too. I didn't go to art school. I sold over 17,000 original paintings. I did it all without social media, emails, any of that stuff. I bypassed the galleries and I did it all through eBay. Okay. You can do it too. That's the whole purpose of this. Everything is set up for you. If you click the link below, join us in the free eBay art community. No guessing games, no mess. You can set up your account. So let's just do this right now. And I'm going to show you how quick we just get on with the art. Make one, get on to the other one. All right. That's all it's about. I play a game where I create as much paintings that I could do in this short period of time. And then that way I build up my confidence. Hey, if you want to spend 20 hours on doing an eyeball or something like that, then that's your business. That's your prerogative. I don't have nothing against that. But at least for me, I'm done with those days. I want the money. All right. So let's go figure out how we're going to get this money right now. And let's just create it, knock it out. All right, here's our cowboy right here, where we said we're going to have kind of like a pink sunrise background. And I'm just going to be rough with it. I'm not going to be like complete, you know? That's also what comes with a lot of confidence in your artwork, is just where you can have your artwork not be so complete. Don't have it be complete. Look, there we go right there. That's good enough for me. Or let's see. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Maybe a little bit of blue. A little bit. Look at that. Boom, that works. All right, now let's just dry this off a little bit, and then we can go into our cowboy silhouette. We can start in with the colors. And boom, there we have it right there. Now let's just take out our 1-inch brush, and let's just get on quick with the colors. I'm telling you, once I'm in my groove of painting, it's like a speed runner or a jogger. I'm not even thinking about nothing else. I'm not even thinking about the painting. It's like I don't even see the painting. I'm just painting. And then at the end of the day or whatever, this is how you build up a body of having 40 paintings or whatever by the end of the day, because you're not thinking about it. Most times when I'm noticing that people, when they're having these mental barriers to create fast art, it's because a lot of times you're also thinking about how many that you need to create. And you're thinking about the number too much. You're thinking about the job too much. Instead of you just being in the moment where you're creating and then not focused on the number count. Like for example, I know that I showed up to work today, right? And I know that I'm filming right now and we're creating art. But I can't tell you how many videos that I shot today. I know that I've done a lot. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I get through with work. I'm not thinking about how many, because then it becomes a task where you're thinking about the job, and then it becomes a job. And then if things become a job, you're not going to enjoy it. When you were a kid and you were creating art and you enjoyed it, did you think to yourself as a child that you had a number count that you had to do? Did you think to yourself like, oh, I got to do this many canvases or this many drawings as a child? Could you imagine telling a child that? A child would then stop doing it because he would be like, this isn't fun no more. I have to do this task. The only task that I have when I'm working is the time. I work my time. I don't think about the number count. The time is the thing that's always static and that's always structured, not the paintings. I can't control the paintings. What I'm telling you is some real game if you're listening right now. If you're at this point where you're listening and you're this far into the video, which I hope you are, I'm giving away some real psychological game to how to do art or even anything in life. I used to beat myself up with art because I used to think that I had to come to work and I used to say to myself, okay, I got to do this many canvases. And then what is your brain? Let's just say that you say to yourself that you have to do 20 canvases or you have to do 30 canvases, right? Like that number seems daunting. Even for me, I can do 30 canvases as long as I show up and I'm not thinking about it. But if you tell me right now that I have to do 30 canvases, I don't want to show up to work because I'm lazy. I don't want to do it. And I used to get in trouble with myself and almost go broke because I thought that I had to show up and do this job. Oh, I got to do this number. So here, what I would do, anytime I was getting closer and closer to my number count, let's say if I was 20 or 30, what do you naturally do to yourself? You go, all right, I'm on number 17. I'm on number 18. Oh, I can't wait. Two more. And then it gets there. You're anticipating the time to be over with because then you're like, oh, I got done. Then you're done. But what if you just enjoyed it like a child and you didn't even think about the time? Like it's a job of how many you're supposed to do. And you're just thinking about the time. Like you're not thinking about the canvas count. You're just showing up to work and you're doing it regardless because you got to work that time. It doesn't matter. Okay, let me give another example because maybe I'm not articulating this right. For example, I did better with my business when I hired myself instead of trying to be the boss. I'm not the boss. My boss is the boss. I work for myself. I hired myself. And you know what? I've had bad days where I've also fired myself. But I hired myself, for example, so that way I give myself a salary. So even though no matter how much my business is making money, I only get paid a certain amount because then I'm not focused on what the company is making. I'm not focused on the numbers of canvases that we're producing. I still have to do it anyways. Think about this. You go to a job anyways that you dislike. You go to one of your jobs. If your boss, or if your manager, they tell you that you have to produce so many job reports or you have to produce so many, I don't know, let's just say you work a production line or something. They say you have to do a certain number, a certain quota. You don't ever think to yourself like, oh, your worth is tied to the quota because you already have to do it anyways. And you have nothing to do with that because the company hired you for it. That's their metrics, that's their numbers. It has nothing to do with you and you have to get it done. So even if you show up, your salary is still your salary. And that doesn't change because that's what they hired you for, to do the job. Treat this like the same way. That's how you're able to get it done. It's a trip. Like this is the crazy part, is like, if this was a regular job, you would be able to knock out 20, 30, 40, whatever, because your job is telling you to do it. And they're not even giving you a raise. But this is actually giving you a raise where you can control how high you want to go, how low you want to go, and you don't want to go high. You want to put caps on yourself. But if this was a regular job that told you that your salary was XYZ, you would be doing it regardless. And then after you do such a great job and you already produce the number that they're telling you to produce, because that's your 8-hour shift, you don't even get a raise. They tell you, oh, see you tomorrow at work. And you're going to do the same thing over and over again. And then afterwards, you tell me, that you don't have enough time to be great, to do this. You don't have enough time. Does that make sense? Like, it art is a deep thing to do it correctly, and a lot of times it really is a mental thing. And I don't even know if I explained myself right. I hope I did. But well, whatever. Even if I didn't, I don't care. Whatever. That's your bag, and that's my bag. If you choose not to understand, then that's you choosing not to understand. You're going to do the job regardless if somebody hired you to do it at a company. But now that it's your company, you want to choose not to push yourself and not to do it, is what I'm saying. You would do it regardless if somebody hired you and you wouldn't even get paid for it. You wouldn't even get paid extra. But now that you get paid extra, you got excuses of why you can't do it. But you would still do it anyways. Just show up. Don't think about the canvas count and the number count. But I can't do it. But I guarantee you, if you had a job and that was hiring you, and your paycheck of what you think is a standardized paycheck that you think is important, if they said that your job was based on it, of your metrics of you doing it, then you would be able to perform and do it. But now that this is something where you feel like it's just lackadaisical, then you can't do it, or you for some reason you can't push yourself. But you could push yourself at your regular job. That's a good point. I'm going to make that on the next video as well. I kind of made that point a little bit longer than I needed to, but that's fine. That's what I do. If you have a regular job, you can definitely do whatever the task is that they're asking you to do. But when it comes to your business and making this work for yourself, you got 1,000 reasons in your mind of why you can't, because your brain plays tricks on you. Look at that beautiful piece of art. We just did this quick. Look at that. And then on to the next one, right? Like, I don't put no thought into these things, obviously. And you don't have to put any thought into it either. Take your ego out of it. My ego's been out of this game, all right? That's how I'm able to sell so many pieces of art. And on to the next one. If you want to learn how you can do this for yourself, click the link below. Join us in the free eBay art community. We got a supportive community over there that's going to help you wherever you are in your journey. Even if you've never done art before, you don't have to be tech savvy. You don't even have to be an artist. You can do this. I'm not really an artist. I mean, we're all creators, but you get what I'm saying? I'm not a artist of whatever that means. All right. All right. I'm going to see you in the next video.